What's more disappointing to you right now? The Preds on-ice play or the disrespect the Titans are receiving from the national media this week? Is that question really that hard to think about? Right now, yeah. Preds lose 4-2 to the Anaheim Ducks. Really, guys? The Ducks? Conference cellar dweller? Anaheim Ducks? These aren't points you can be squandering right now. First real home game under new coach John Hines against the team that broke you and got your old coach fired, and you show up at home against them like this. This was a game that you had to have to show the fan base that you were turning things around, and you show up soft and weak. Shots are pretty even early as both teams are waiting for that right break to try and open the scoring. Then at one point, Dan Hamhuis carries the puck over the blue line. He gets it to Ryan Johansson, who then drop passes it to Colin Blackwell, who has a great chance, but he's stopped by John Gibson, who is in net for the Ducks in this game. Props to the Preds organization, who during the next TV timeout celebrated Pekka Rinne's goal in Chicago as if he had scored it in Nashville. Congrats again, Pex. Unfortunately, though, the first goal in this game that would be celebrated would be scored by the Ducks as Josh Manson scores his first of the season at Saros' back door off of a feed from Casa, and it's a 1-0 Anaheim lead. At the next TV timeout, the Preds would celebrate the Titans' upcoming AFC title bout versus Kansas City this Sunday. All the best luck to them. But then Dante Fabro will go off for hooking Chase DeLeo, and on the ensuing power play, Getzlaf gets it to Raquel, who takes the shot, and Saros thinks that he has it, but it squirts through, and Adam Henrique is there to tap it in for a 2-0 Ducks lead. But before the end of the period, just off of a face-off win in the offensive zone, the puck comes to Roman Josi, who winds up and takes a shot, and Victor Arvidsson is there to tip it in to cut the Ducks' lead to 1. That would remain the score after 1 as the Preds would outshoot the Ducks in that opening frame 14-13. Forsberg, still hungry from scoring his lacrosse goal in Edmonton early in the second, is hungry for another goal and has a great wraparound chance around the back of Gibson, but Gibson is bailed out by Lindholm and the Ducks' lead remains at 1. Trying to spark his team to score that second Preds goal and tie this game up, Colin Blackwell would take it upon himself to knock DeLeo's entire body into the Preds bench. Later, Rocco Grimaldi would set up Nick Bonino in his sweet spot in the crease right in front of the opposing goalie, but Gibson is there to make the save. Later, the Ducks have numbers into the Preds zone, and Roman Josi does not see who is behind him, or else if he did, he would have stopped the rebound off of Getzlaf's shot that comes right to Raquel, who buries it home past Saros. 3-1 Ducks. Arvidsson would have a great chance to make it a 1-goal game again, but John Gibson is keeping the Preds at bay. With about 5.5 minutes to go in the second period, Grimaldi is hungry enough to drive into Gibson's crease himself to try and get a goal, but Gibson keeps that out too. With about 2 minutes left to go in the second period, Arvidsson is really hungry to get his second of the game, and he's got Cam Fowler on his tail, and Arvidsson goes tumbling into the net. Unfortunately, the puck doesn't go with him. So despite outshooting the Ducks in that second period 14-9, the Preds still trail them by a score of 3-1. There are chances in the third by both teams, a few more by the Preds, which fortunately results in a power play opportunity to try and reduce the lead to 1 again. Instead of scoring a power play goal, though, the Preds give up their 7th shorthanded goal of the season, this one to Derek Grant on a breakaway to make it 4-1 Ducks. In a game that you had to have 2 points in along of Saturday's home game versus Buffalo, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, this team is failing to show up again. Shortly after that goal, the Preds would get called for too many men on the ice, and just when you think the Ducks might kill the clock off and put all of Preds fans in attendance and watching on TV or streaming services out of their misery, the Preds decide to make it interesting, and on that power play for the Ducks, the Preds get a shorthanded goal as Granlund, on a goal that would have to be reviewed but confirmed, reduces the Ducks' lead to 4-2. Jared Tenorti, who got an assist on Granlund's goal, would register his first point as a member of the Nashville Predators. Unfortunately, despite outshooting the Ducks 7-4 in that third period, the Preds could muster no more goals, and a final score is Ducks 4, Preds 2. Believe it or not, Preds fans, that is John Gibson's first regular season win inside Bridgestone Arena. He was sporting an 0-4 record with an .835 save percentage coming into this game. In a must-win game that this team had to have, they failed to show up. Too many times this season, this team has showed the fan base one thing consistently: when they're trailing in a game, they don't have the will or the second gear to come back. I saw someone tweet out yesterday coming into this game that this team had the same record that the 2016-2017 Stanley Cup final run team had, and I can't remember who your name is, or else I would give credit to you right now, so I apologize for that. But this season just feels different, and I don't feel that drive or the fight to come back in games like the Stanley Cup final team did. And you know what else is different from this season, from that season? After game 46 of the 2016-2017 Nashville Predators Stanley Cup final season, the Preds had won 5 of 6, 6 of 9, and 7 of their last 11 at that point in the season. This year's team isn't even close to that trend right now. Maybe I'm wrong, but they have to show me something on Saturday against much weaker Buffalo, and then after the bye week against much stronger Toronto, Washington, and Vegas. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. You can find all of my social media by clicking on the channel name. Cheer up, Preds fans. The bye week will certainly help you get your mind off this disappointing season.